my mistake. So I'm just saying. Like, I know we mostly talked about this already off stream, but what if we do reach the day? Because we didn't specifically talk about this part of it. We just brought up examples of it in the past. What if we do reach the day where cool is no longer a cool word to say? Like, everybody becomes anti-cool. Like what happened with gnarly, and you gave more examples than I did. You did this better. Mine was gnarly. That was it. Gnarly and pimpin', which is what Kneale as a kid said. Which
pimpin' was
awful.
one that I was kind of thrown back to, because that's like a early or late '90s, early 2000s phrase.
And yet there I was, 2009, keeping it going.
A fucking weapon.
The one you said that threw me back was Boss.
Keep in mind that
yeah, I came back with Boss. That's one that came back recently.
Which has absolutely no
Boss sort of
fairly
shows its
recently.
head every once in a while, you know?
Not really recently, just fairly recently.
I mean, I would say you can still hear kids say it. So recently enough where kids still think it's cool. I'm just saying, what if you said, like, oh, that's so cool, and then someone looked to you and said, what are you, 90? No one says that anymore. I also remember that, oh, by the way, hello everybody, welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's. I also remember, I care so much more about this conversation right now. People used to say bad when something was, like, good, like, oh, that's so bad. Or like, dude, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's stupid to me. Because that's not what words do.
Anabai's been saying, that's shit. As in
As
good.
a compliment?
Yeah.
No, that's not words.
I mean,
that
it is.
shit is a negative. Shit is a negative. Shit has always been a negative. What world do we live in where, like, saying, "Oh, that shit is a good thing"?
That's a good shit.
Oh no! You can say that's good shit, like referring, like that's not okay. The difference between those two is where you say that shit, that's good shit. That's not you saying that the situation itself is like shit. That's you saying shit instead of like the word stuff. You know? Like that's the equivalent of saying that's good stuff. When you say that's shit and then like that means it's good. I guess that would be like comparing it to like, oh, that's dope, I guess? I don't know.
Dope is sometimes a bad thing.
Dope can be a bad word too, but you know. What is with lingo these days, anyways? I remember at one point I got ostracized for calling someone a dude. And that was sort of my limit of bullshit for the day. Just like, no, I'm allowed to say the word dude, it's not a crime. No, damn it, I'm doing so bad. It's because you're here. I'm playing the Foxy minigame, and you're here, the Foxy guy, and because of that, I'm doing bad. Oh, and for the record, I wasn't saying that Skylar is like Foxy, like as in sexy. Skylar likes the character of Foxy. Here I am, a simple balloon boy lover, just trying to shoot my Foxy cannon. Oh no, get it! Yeah, I got them all! Yes, play those megaphone sounds. They make me cringe, but today they are a good thing. Okay, I'm gonna shoot that Foxy, I always miss. Damn it! Guess who didn't shoot the Foxy? He always misses. 'Cause I'm dumb. Anyways, commenter, I'm about to get you up. I guess a proper introduction is in order. Welcome, everybody, to Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted, episode 13, Today we're going to be talking a little bit about 1:35 a.m., which is the new book that released. God damn it, I can't hit this fish. And Skylar is here, because Skylar and I were just chatting normally, and then I was like, I'm a stream while we wait for Anubis.
I am here.
You're here. Right here, Foxy's got a cake, and he's talking about friendship. I hope he doesn't kill me. Audio's working? Oh, Anubis is actually my commenter. He comments, Sky is Foxy. Oh, wee. Ooh, did I get the clown thing? Ah, so close. So apparently in this one room... Ah, it's because you're here. I got the werewolf poster. Lame. There's apparently an Easter egg if you get all clowns. What is this? Chica of the Sea? That doesn't sound like a snack. That sounds like an album. Wonder what that tastes like, though. I'm curious. Skylar, you've gone deaf. Are you talking about important things to your fiance person? Or are you talking to your dogs again? Skylar's a little nutty like that. Sometimes he talks to the dogs. Who am I kidding? I directly address Mort as if he's going to answer me. So... I don't know what to play next. But our main focus this episode, however short it may be, is to find the hidden helpies in Pirate Cove and discover the secrets. And I have been told it's just trial and error. It's just chance. You gotta keep going in and just hope they appear. I have also now been made aware to a few of the helpy locations. Once again, I'm constantly given wrong information, as the one video we did, where I tried to get the secret ending, should prove. But hopefully we can do it. And I have read a little bit of the new Fnaf book that literally came out just today. So I'm gonna be telling some of the stories, maybe tickle your jimmies with some good literary knowledge. I'm not gonna be reading the books to you, so that's why you're here, GTFO. But I will be giving a little synopsis, saying if I thought the story was good or not. And I did do exactly what I said I usually don't do, and I chose to read this one in order. So, sorry if you've already heard Storytell. Hey, I got it. Sorry if you've already heard Storytell of the first one, but that be the one I'm going to talk about. Oh, and the Stitch Wraith part. I read that one just so I could have something, like, creative to give to you guys that maybe you haven't heard yet. Although, I gotta admit, this might have been the weirdest Stitch Wraith part? I don't know. I liked it, but also as... Oh, I'm gonna get him this time. I'm gonna get him. Oh, okay, it's this one. Well, okay, for now... Oh, that's the target. I thought that was like a giant porthole. Okay, hold on. Let's just put all of our focus. God fucking damn it! I missed, Skylar. I missed. And now I'm getting eaten by a kraken. Did you get eaten by a kraken?
Nah. I just...
One of us is luckier than the other. And we didn't get any helpies this time, and we're not even gonna beat my high score. I hate life.
I did hear you about the werewolf thing. That's good.
Well, okay, the only reason I'm a little frustrated is because the werewolf has no secrets. I know, because I've actually gotten 3 werewolves in a row. But apparently if you get 3 clowns, it does give secrets. So, and to be fair, you're a werewolf. Like, if we are to compare the two, I am the more clowny. And well, just like that... Hold the fuck up. Now there are 2 werewolves. You are corrupting my chances. Now instead of 2 clowns, there are 2 werewolves and 1 clown. You're ruining everything. To be fair, though, it is a dope poster of a werewolf. Kind of looks like Twisted Wolf.
Huh.
How are you this fine evening, Skylar? How does it feel to be my first guest on Fnaf? And maybe only, because we're almost done with this game.
Spooky.
That's the sound the animatronics make as they're dying. They go, You're clearly a fan and aficionado. You're clearly, like, super... You know all of the lore. You is the smartest of boys. And right back in because we suck. Also, another good thing about doing the Pirate Fox minigame repeatedly is as long as I don't get a low score, I win. So this is helping us get all the items from the prize box. And maybe we'll get lucky and get the clown thing. Or maybe now we'll get 3 werewolves. I don't know what's gonna happen. You like Foxy, though. So you're here. He's got a voice in this game. He sounds like a pirate. Spoiler alert. Yar. He does say yar. He says yar, and he says buccaneer, and he says, Bazinga?
Bazinga.
Yeah, the common phrase among pirates.
The classic pirate phrase, Bazinga.
Yeah, you never heard Argard Figgly-Dee, da-da-da-da, Bazinga. It's classic, like, with a yo-ho-ho and a bottle of rum, Bazinga. You can't naturally put Bazinga into any of this. With the yo-ho.
Bazinga rhymes with.
My finger? I say bazinga while I raise my middle finger. Say, fuck you, John, you're not my real dad.
Yeah.
Skylar, this is no normal storm. This be the Kraken. Foxy is mocking me. He's all like, hey, Kneale, you suck. Oh, no! Okay, so it's not that point. Once again, there's this one point I always miss, and I would like to shoot it today. Today's gonna be the day I shoot that point. Alright, come on. I got it! It did absolutely nothing, but I got it. That's all I care about. Are you proud of me now, Dad?
I told you, Timothy, I'm not your father.
I am not your father, Timothy. I am Severus Snape. Oh, that's a Chris inside joke, my bad. Me and Chris were in stream the other day, and we were just saying the names of our DandD characters as Professor Snape. Specifically, Drew Lemons was funny because it was like, Mr. Lemons, have you finished your paper for potions class? Mr. Lemons. It's less funny now. I miss Chris. I wish he were still alive. Yes, chat, Chris is dead. He died of too much sexy, which is a terminal disease. Ooh, we got a Buccaneer bounty. That's a good treat. Still one werewolf. I can't get that werewolf one to change, damn it. And it's one of the ones that wasn't a werewolf. Alright, so let's get into recapping this story, because I have a feeling people are going to get pissed at me if I don't. Are you ready, Skylar? Are you ready for story time?
Are you ready?
Are you ready to boogie?
So, have fun.
What is that from? Do you remember what that's from?
No, but I know what my thing was from.
What was your thing from? SpongeBob?
I didn't do it complete. Didn't do it to the full extent, but
Is
I
it
did
from
it.
SpongeBob?
No, it is not.
I think it's from SpongeBob.
It's not from SpongeBob.
Is it from SpongeBob?
I don't think so.
Are you cool? Yes, Mr. Toto, you can absolutely have a shout out, my guy. For donation? What? Can I have... Hello, can I have a shout out for donation? Donation to what? Oh, I didn't know I could move in this area. I've never moved here before. There's a pumpkin! It's a scary pumpkin. But yes, Mr. Toto, you have your shout out, my man. He said please. Mr. Toto, I've already shouted you out so much.
Mr. Toto.
Mr. Toto, I don't think I can shout you out anymore.
Mr. Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
Shout out to Kansas. Hey. Good band, good state, good, yeah. Is Kansas anything else besides the state in a band?
Not the Arkansas.
Yeah, not our Kansas. I saw that joke coming. Check the comments. I'm looking right at him.
Okay.
Mr. Toto, I'm looking right at your comments. What do you mean? Well, thank you, Mr. Toto, for your time. But if I don't get into this story analysis, people are gonna get pissed at me. They're probably already pissed at me because I just keep making jokes about werewolves. Which Kylor is one of. That wasn't even really a joke. That was just like, hey, here's the thing.
I am wolf boy.
And again, is that not what a joke is? Just saying, here's the thing.
Here's the thing, that is the thing. Laugh at my thing.
Find it humorous, please. There you go. Oh, last target, yes! Bonus time, give me those horns. God, it's kinda cringy, but I love it.
You're cringy.
A little bit. A little bit. Okay, so the first story is called 1:35 a.m. It is about this lady who is named Delilah. Like that one band song, not the band, the song by Plan White Tweets. Yeah, that one. That song. The Hey There song.
I've been sitting right beside you.
That's not the line. Hey there, Delilah, I've been sitting right beside you. You don't acknowledge that I'm here. I think that you are somewhat nearsighted. Hey, Delilah. Do you even know that I exist? Oh, shit.
I just... Ethereal, what a twist.
Oh, I'm imaginary. I almost beat my high scores, Kylor. I almost beat my high scores. The real treasure was friendship all along. Thanks, Foxy. Give me the cake. Make
should
sweet.
have beat your high score. Why didn't you do that?
Now, let's see how you did.
My high score is 1,800. I got 1,725. How long are you playing this? At least long enough for me to tell this story, Anubis. I have to. One clown?
And tell the story.
Hold on, I'm still disappointed about the clowns. No werewolves anymore, though. You've lost your touch, my man. You've lost the werewolves. They've abandoned you in your time of need. Now I, the clown, shall take your land. Okay. So there's this lady named Delilah, and she has been divorced. End of story. No. What if that was the whole thing, though? It was just like, hi, my name is Delilah. I have been recently divorced. Move on to the next story. Freddy gets a bagel. So, the story does... Her divorce does play a role in it, but actually, I want to say this. This is one of the weirdest stories in the Five Nights at Freddy's universe I've ever read. Number one, it focuses on an adult instead of a child. And number two, it's very... I don't know if real is the right word, but it's very... This could happen. This story could theoretically happen. So it's about Delilah. She works at this diner. She's trying to keep her life together. She's been through a divorce, you know. Typical woman who's had a hard time. And she was an orphan. Like, her parents had...
woman.
That's not what I meant. You know that's not what I meant. I said typical woman who's having a hard time. Like, typical person. Typical being going through a hard time. Hashtag Kneale is sexist. Make it trend. You know, she's figuring stuff out. She's got this apartment of her own. She signed a prenup, so she didn't get anything out of the divorce. It was a whole thing. She did get enough to buy this apartment and set herself up for a little while. And she's just used to it. She's used to being abandoned by people. Her parents passed away. She was neglected by several foster homes until she finally was taken in by this guy who was a dick. His name was Gerald, and he sucked. And you want to know why he sucked, Skylar?
Why did he suck?
He sucked because he did everything. What? What did you say?
Because he was poor?
You heard it here first, people. Skylar Schaefer thinks everybody who's poor sucks. Dick. To get money for crack. That's a stereotype, sir. And I am not going to stand for it. Especially because I happen to be poor right now, and you know, I do what I gotta do. But yeah, no, he sucked because he did everything on a schedule, including his kids weren't allowed to go to the bathroom except at a certain time. And that's even referenced in the book. Like, they had to go to sleep at a certain time.
I've heard about that before.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Some people fucking do that. And it's fucked. Yeah, it's very fucked. It's real. I beat my high score!
I beat my high score.
It's fucked. Fucked up people actually do that. My high score got beat! I don't think I broke rank, though. Did I break rank? No, I'm still a scallywag. But I got a new high score. Thanks, Foxy.
Yo, scallywag, you.
It's so hard to tell a story. It's just
Tell me
hard.
a story, friend.
The werewolves are back. Oh, I got a balloon boy mask. This is cool. Now everything's okay. Let's throw that at that skull.
Howie.
So, just for the record, she had a horrible life, and even when she did get a foster home and a new family, they kind of sucked. Except for this one member of that family named Harper. She was the only person who ever, made Delilah feel loved. She is her sister, and even nowadays, they are still friends. So, fast forward, wedding, marriage, and stuff happened with this guy named Richard. She's divorced, she didn't keep anything, and she's got this job at this diner. But poor girl, she's struggling with sleeping and waking up on time. Her alarm clock sucks. But she swallows her pride, she goes to work each day, and one of these times, while she's out exercising, she goes past a garage sale. And one of the weird details of this story, I got jump scared for literally no reason, but one of the weird details of this story is that she makes an effort to say, I don't usually shop at garage sales, but today I did. And that was weird to me. Do you, as a person, ever, just go, not my usual standards, but today I'm thinking garage sale? I'm asking you, Schaefer. You're a part of this.
I'm sorry, I was in a pretty rough firefight there.
You're my interactive audience. Can you see where the apple is? Point to it with your clicker thing from Dora. I'm referencing Dora.
Yeah.
Did you get that? Did you understand that joke?
So, have fun.
Do you know where the map is? You do?
I'm the map.
How many of these triangles have squares inside of them?
Just the most sad Dora episode ever.
We did it.
Yay.
Boissimo. We did it.
Good job, everyone.
Hi, Boots. How about we teach the kids about depression?
That's what they want to hear.
That's what they want to hear. Is this sad Dora, or is this weirdly creepy Dora? Come on, Boots. Just teach the children about depression and then slowly lure them into the closet and stab them repeatedly.
Come on, Vominos. Everybody, let's go.
Come on, Vominos. Okay. So, for the record, in case everybody wasn't aware already, which you probably should be, this is an abridged telling of the story. So, she goes to this garage sale and finds this alarm clock, which is actually a reference to Ella from the other book, the Silver Eyes and Twisted Ones, the whole other book series.
Welcome aboard,
So it was cool to see her. However, she is the only reference to anything Fazbear related in this whole book. It says on her foot or something, and in the instructional pamphlet of how to use her, that Fazbear made her, Fazbear Incorporated or whatever the fuck it's called. You know, the bad guys. They made her, and that's the only reference we get. There's no Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There's no Bonnie, Chica, and the Pirate Cove dog. I'm just insulting Foxy now because he's mean to me in this game and he should be. But there's no references at all. And this freaking doll is high-tech, Skylar. Let me tell you. This doll can be an alarm clock. It can be a scanner for shit. And one of the big things that sold me on that this was weird is it can literally bring you drinks. Like R2-D2.
I got 6 kills that last round.
I'm proud of you. I will send this small doll to give you a drink in exchange for your victory.
Do that, please.
Unfortunately, the only liquid I have around me is ketchup. So, you're gonna have to drink some ketchup.
Kind of ketchup.
Just normal Heinz ketchup.
You've passed.
Little did Kylor know this ketchup wasn't made with tomatoes.
However, Red Gold is pretty good too. That's
Red Bull?
Red Gold.
Oh, I thought you said Red Bull. I was gonna say, do they put ketchup in that? I don't drink Red Bull, so I would have no way of knowing. But yeah, this doll serves drinks. Dope. So she sets the thing for 1:35 p.m., but she fucks up and accidentally sets it for 1:35 a.m. It doesn't go at 1:35 p.m. She thinks the fucking thing is broken, which honestly she got it from a garage sale, so it very well could have been. She throws it away, and not even kidding, that's the last confirmed time we see Ella. The rest of... Oh, I got 1,900 again? Oh, I'm a basic bitch. Anyways, the rest of this, just for the record, could be all in her head. So she goes to her work, she spends some time with Harper, and that night, she gets woke up at 1:35 a.m. to an alarm. She thinks, could it be Ella? But she's not sure. So she just sort of shrugs it off and goes back to sleep. The next day, it happens again. Only this time... Oh, 2 werewolves. Nice. This time, it sounds like a beating on her window. She gets up. She looks at the time. 1:35 a.m. She comes to the... Like, once again, she's still tired out of her mind. She decides, okay, maybe it's a coincidence. Or maybe it's her neighbor, who is established very early on... Fine, we'll play this one. Who is established very early on to sing throughout the day. I'll explain why this neighbor is kind of weird later, but just realize this neighbor is constantly singing, and she's kind of considered to be a fruitcase by Delilah. I don't know. Her name's Mary, just in case you guys cared. So the third day comes, and she swears she feels something touch her. And she hears something hiding under her bed. She gets her flashlight, she checks. Nothing. But she convinces herself, it's gotta be Ella, right? It's gotta be Ella. But how could that be? It's a doll. I just heard noises in this game. I'm getting scared. So, she goes to work as normal. She's still getting woken up during the nights. And she starts wondering about the significance of what's going on. She comes to a conclusion in her head that Ella is just glitching. She's got to still be out in the dumpsters, and she's got to go find her. She's got to get her. That way this frickin' alarm stops going off. She goes out there. She looks in the first dumpster, doesn't see Ella. Checks the second one, doesn't see Ella. She's about to go to the third dumpster and check there too. But then she remembers, oh wait, the frickin' trash runs tomorrow. Okay, I'll just let it take Ella. I don't need to, like, shut her down first. I'll just let it go. So, she does. Fourth day comes around, after the trash has been taken out. Yeah, it happens again. She wakes up, the whole bullshit. So, what she does is she gets out there and she starts looking everywhere for Ella. She checks every dumpster, looks to the sides of them, can't see her. She decides, I'm going nuts. And she just calms down, she lets it all go, and then she comes back inside. The next day, she hears stuff going on in the floorboards. Hears things crawling on her ceiling that aren't actually there. She just... Is that Balloon Boy? No, that can't be Balloon Boy. She just isn't understanding what's going on with her. So, she decides that maybe she's not going nuts. Maybe something is actually happening, and Ella has been getting to her. But if so, where could Ella be? Oh, god damn it, Foxy. She comes to the conclusion, maybe Ella is hiding in one of her neighbors' apartments. Specifically Mary's. Because Mary kind of looks like a basket case. She's got like these big glasses, and she's constantly singing. I'm speaking what Delilah says. I don't think those people are baskets, or the cases of which baskets are held. I don't think there's anything wrong with basket cases, personally. I think that's a convenient place to hold one's basket. But she goes over with a peach pie, questions her, and sort of comes to the conclusion, okay, maybe she doesn't have it. That's fine. And she tries to let it go. Another night of this hell happens. Then 3 more days pass. She's working at her diner, but there's a detective that sometimes goes to her diner. And she convinces this person to teach her how to pick locks. And her day off, when Mary isn't home, she breaks in. She's looking through, and by the way, just a little bit of a tidbit, because Skylar's here, and this happens to be a good coincidence. Mary, super into Japanese stuff. Her entire house decorated in Japanese stuff. She is not herself Japanese, but, you know, she's into it. And say Japanese and werewolf enough times, and Skylar will appear. How you doing? You okay?
Mm-hmm.
Have weird, tiny little doll alarm clocks started bugging you while you sleep? He didn't answer. We can only assume that they are. Let's do Trick or Treat. Everyone loves it when I play Trick or Treat. So she searches the place and discovers some sad things about Mary. Number 1, she's a widow. Number 2, she has a kid who has passed away. And normally I wouldn't bring up stuff like that. It's just sort of dark for the sake of being dark. However, she specifically has passed away, like her kid has passed away, in a fire. And we know how important fires are in the Five Nights universe. Do I think this kid is connected to anything? Not yet, but fires keep getting referenced in the Fazbear Fright books. We have yet to have a story about a fire, but maybe one's on the way. Who can say? Well, Scott Coffin could theoretically say.
Kind of based a lot of it about traumatic experiences in the first place.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, I'm not afraid to say these people died, but it is kind of sad to talk about a mother who's lost her child and stuff like that, you know? Oh gosh, I'm about to have to do this. Wait, Foxy! It's gotta be Foxy. Don't fail me now, Skylar's love for this one character. Hey, it worked. Hi, Foxy. Don't eat me. So, by the way, Skylar, it's good to know you're listening, my man. So, she discovers all that, and she's also a widow. She's had a hard life, so here, Delilah shows a little bit of, like, character growth where she's like, okay, maybe I was wrong for judging this person. She's had a lot happen to her, and that's why she's a little strange. I'd probably be a little strange, too. So, this all keeps continuing, and it's really starting to get to her. She never used to have sleeping issues, but now, lo and behold, she does. Oh god, who's at the door? Who's at the door? I don't see Balloon Boy, he's the only one I don't see. Oh, there he is, now I see him, so I'm just fucked. Yeah, Balloon Boy. It could be Freddy. It could be Freddy. Is it Freddy? Hey, it's Balloon Boy. I win again. I don't know why you guys love this game so much, but it's hard. It's hard, I tell ya. Get out of here, Mangle. She's having these issues with sleeping that she's never had before. She tells Harper, I think I'm gonna die. This thing, it's hunting me. And they look up the significance of the number 135. Like, to see if it's a sign or something. Because Harper is all about that. She's an aspiring actor. She is all about these signs. And then she's like, do you want to know what it says? And here's one of the interesting things. Delilah is so into her own mind space of what she thinks is going on that she doesn't even listen to the significance of the numbers. She doesn't care. She has convinced herself this is a glitch. This is a glitch in this techno server thing. Everything is fine. I'm fine. Once again, I only see Balloon Boy. Don't fuck me. Wait, no, Foxy! It's gotta be Foxy! Foxy! It was Foxy, and I didn't grab it fast enough, because I'm a big old bitch. I hate everything. Everyone. I want to die. So yeah, she can't accept any other theories. This is where I began to think, oh, she's going a little crazy. We'll just settle in, folks, because we still got a bit to go. I also thought, hey, what would happen if she just stayed up all night until 1:35 a.m.? And they do answer that. They do answer that. They answer it by her deciding to work nights at the diner. Her boss is into it. They do it. And 1:35 a.m. comes around. She's awake. She's fine. She's surrounded by people. But it isn't a noise. And it isn't touching her anymore. This time, she sees Ella. She sees her in the door. And she freaks out and screams in the middle of her workplace. And stuff like that keeps happening. She mistakes a woman's purse for Ella. She just... It gets to the point where she breaks down next to this other worker and just has to hold him and cry into his shoulder. And unfortunately, she causes a little bit of damage. She breaks some pepper shakers and stuff, and she gets fired. So now at this point, she's scared to go home. She's losing it. So she goes to Harper. She's like, hey, can I stay with you? I know I gotta stay in this small little closet space that you have. You're living with like 9 other actors. But please, dear God, can I stay with you? And she's like, yes, of course. So she goes, and Harper is just trying her best. My heart goes out to Harper. She is just staying up with her till 1:35 a.m. And she's like, don't worry, you're not going to freak out at all. We're both up. We're going to take care of each other. No weird murder dolls are going to get you. That is actually a line, and I kind of love it. But she's trying to help her. And then the time comes around, 1:35 a.m., and instead of hearing Ella's voice, she hears Gerald's voice. The douche that adopted both of them, and he says, keep on schedule, or something like that, or time's up, something along those lines, and she freaks out, because since Harper is an actor, she, like, learned how to mimic people's voices. So she thinks, oh no, Harper is the one who took Ella. Harper reprogrammed her and to fuck with me, and now I'm in this hell because of her. As I said, she's going a little nuts. She accuses Harper of this, and Harper is straight up saying, hey, you're losing it. Why would I do that to you? You don't... I don't even understand what's going on. And then the next day comes around. Delilah bolts. She gets out of there. I don't know if she thinks that maybe Harper is still fucking with her. But what I mostly think is she just doesn't trust anything anymore because, again, she is descending into madness. She's losing it. So she comes to the conclusion, okay, Ella's following me, but I can outsmart Ella. I'm not going home. I'm going to go to a motel halfway across town, and I'm going to stay there, and she's not going to get me. And in her head, she actually calms down a little. Instead of stressing out when it's time to go to sleep, she, like, properly closes her eyes. She gets lulled by the suggestion of sleep, and it's just a good experience for her. 1:35 a.m. comes around. Once again, another werewolf. Jesus. 1:35 a.m. comes around, and she sees Ella. She's freaking out. This shouldn't be possible. She hears her crawling on the ceiling, coming to get her. And she just wakes up.
Crawling in, scared.
Yes, Ella has become inside of her. Ella got inside of Delilah. That happened. Canon. Crawling in her skin. I like how he came back for that, then left. He was like, oh, I have a joke. Okay, bye. So, and Anubis, if you're still watching, to answer your question, I'm playing this until you are ready and until I finish this story. Let's do Corn Maze. Corn Maze is casual. Where was I? That joke was so funny, I lost my place. She's crawling on the ceiling of this motel, and she can't see her. Friggin' Delilah does not take this well. She jumps around. She just starts freaking out. She gets behind this little, like, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of, you know, it's in the kitchen, but there's, like, fuck. I can't even think of it. It's like a tiny wall. It's like a desk, but it's attached to the ground. You know what I mean.
The island?
There's an island. There's an island. She gets behind that near a refrigerator. Shout out to hotels and motels with big old fridges. And she just sits there and she starts rocking back and forth and she starts humming a song. She doesn't even realize what she's humming, but then she realizes it's a song that her mom used to hum to her. Her real mom, who was, you know, dead now, but alive at the time of singing that song. Not current times, but past times. And she had forgotten this song until this moment. And it didn't really comfort her, but just... I really relate to the idea of somebody, like, freaking out so much where they're just on the ground, just rocking. I've been in that place once or twice, where it's just complete shutdown. She's having a full-blown panic attack. She's crying. She's in tears. It's a hard time. This is where some bad things start to happen. First of all, she is clearly not thinking rationally. She comes to the decision that she just needs to get out of town. Go take her car to the country or something. But then she has second thoughts about that, and she's like, wait, no, I can't go to the country. Because if I go to the country, then I'm alone. Maybe being in this public place is protecting me. Ella can't kill me because I'm not alone. So she begins to drive back, and... Ooh, can I get to this cutout? Can I do this? Juke you, Foxy! Fuck you. She has a bad idea. There's no dancing around it. She has a terrible idea, where she's like, okay, I'll just stay in town. And you know what? What if 1:35 a.m. happened while I was driving? And that is a terrible fucking idea. She's like, maybe Ella's programming won't work. And she keeps coming back to that. She keeps coming back to the fact, this isn't magic. This is just programming. This is this dumb machine that is trying to get me, and I can shake it. It's probably got tracers on stuff that I used to use, but I can get away from it. I just got to be quick. It was in my car, probably knows the ID, so, not the ID, what, the numbers on the back of a car, you know, those. They got license plates. That's what it is. So, she last minute decides, I'm going to drive on this bridge when it happens. And she's like, it's fine. I'll be fine. It's not fine. Her door opens on its own. Maybe in her head, maybe not. And she convinces herself that Ella's in the car. She starts swerving, and you think, she's going to kill somebody. And she's going to go to jail, and that's how this story is going to end. But that's not what happens. She instead pulls off and has a panic attack, and then she goes, I need to get somewhere where Ella cannot get me. I need to go somewhere where Ella can't go. And she sees this tiny storm drain, like this runoff water pipe. And she goes, I can get in there.
Because, those aren't scary and horror situations.
Yeah, no, Skylar, that's a comfort. She's going to get in there and she's going to be fine.
Because, you're going to not be trapped at all.
Pennywise the Dancing Clown doesn't eat people in those. People party in those. Actually, people do party in those.
They do. Also, homeless people sleep in those.
People do drugs in those. That's a very real thing.
Yeah.
So she gets in this thing and she stays there. And she feels safe. Which is fucked. Like, the most safe she's felt in a while is a storm drain. But then she's like, no, wait, Ella can still find me. She's probably tracking my cell phone or my car. So she drops her purse and gets away from the car. She goes to this abandoned factory. By foot, she is walking to this place. And she's just like, no, I need to find a place to hide. I need to find somewhere where no one can get me. Where even if Harper is here and Harper's the one reprogramming the thing, she can't get me. Where she can't find me. Where nobody can find me. And while in this place, she finds very high up a vent. And she's like, there. No one can find me there. I'll get up there, and I'll be safe. I'll be fine. I'll hide up there. She starts getting up, and she has to balance on a bunch of stuff to get up there. She gets up, and she gets in the vent, and it's tight. But she keeps walking in there because she's going to be safe in there, Sky. That's where she's going to be safe. She gets in, and she keeps crawling until she can't crawl anymore. She drops her flashlight. She hears it break. And she just keeps crawling. Keeps crawling. I got 2 werewolves again! And she gets stuck. She gets stuck. And ooh, this might be my favorite figure yet. We got a Grim Foxy. This looks dope. Sorry to change the subject. Okay, focused. She keeps crawling. She keeps crawling. She's going to be safe. No one will find her. And then she gets stuck. She's stuck in this vent. And she goes, perfect. Perfect. This is perfect. I'm good. I'm safe. Forever. I'm good here. Ella can't get me. Harper can't find me. No one can find me. And that's where the book fucking ends. She starves to death and dies in that vent because, as earlier stated, it's abandoned. She walked there by foot. No one can find her. She dead.
That's dumb.
That is not dumb. That is fucked. She went insane. Now, one thing I actually forgot to mention is when she starts Googling stuff about this doll, And one of the things she finds is a listing by a person named Phineas who is looking for a special Ella doll. Specifically this haunted one we're accustomed to. And the Stitch Wraith story is actually about Phineas. So this is some good foreshadowing. So, I'm going to tell that one real fast, because that one's significantly shorter. We see our good old detective, I think his name is Larson, sitting around, and we get the plot reveal that he had a kid who essentially has disowned him. And I also think he might live in LA because he mentions wanting to take his son to a movie premiere. And I guess there are other places where that's a big deal, like New York and stuff, but I don't know. When I think movie premiere, I think of LA, right? Am I crazy for that?
Do your best, or I'll
I don't know, maybe I'm crazy.
For your safety,
But,
your hands inside
long story short, he gets a call, and it's just, oh, another Stitch Wraith sighting, so he leaves. And that's Larson's complete role in this. The interesting parts are Phineas. Before we can talk about what happens, let me tell you who Phineas is. Phineas has a laboratory, and he appears to be a doctor. Everybody is calling him Doc. And what he is specifically studying is emotions, and how stuff like plants and things can affect it. But his specific branch is supernatural studies, and his belief that items and objects that have been around, been present for extreme agony and like terrifying disasters, have energy in them that sticks after death, which he says is probably
Natural theory.
Which he thinks is what most people would consider hauntings. He gets a shipment of these air quotes haunted. He doesn't like saying the word haunted. He likes to say possessed by a ghost or possessed by a ghost energy, I guess. He says a million things that basically mean haunting, but are not the word haunting, because he don't like that word. That's a bad word. Haunting is too simple. It's too simple of a word for him.
Possessed is the same as haunted.
Indeed. What'd you say?
That's an actual theory, though.
Oh, it is?
That's an actual theory. There's a theory that whenever somebody dies, there's a chance that their energy will be soaked into either the soil around them, or like the stone, or the metal that was in this area, or an object. Like the material, like something that was, sometimes someone's energy could be basically transferred in, something important to them. It could go to, like, if like this guy in history was like a shooter or something, and they still have the gun, there's a chance that his energy after he died could be in the gun, and it could haunt the gun and then the area around it, or a place. That's why places are haunted. There's a theory that why places are haunted is the wood and the stone or the soil that the place was built on has energy from dead people.
Shout out to Scott Coffin for once again using a real life theory based in science.
It's not, I wouldn't say science, it's probably more,
hypothesis.
I guess it's called, there's a name for it. It's just paranormal investigation. There's a paranormal society kind of thing.
Icy Cheetah comments. I mean, that makes sense if you think about how ghosts usually haunt areas that they had trauma in.
Which has absolutely no hidden intent or
Another thing determined by Phineas is that, in his opinion, in terms of emotions, agony is the most powerful. Like, he literally says, like, something along the lines of, oh, love can make the most beautiful things, but in terms of the things that act the fastest, agony. Like, that's the one that's the biggest one. Pain, suffering, that is the most powerful. Which, you know, that could be true. I don't know. I think love and pain are probably the two big ones. But, continuing Phineas's story, the reason he's so interested in emotions is because he doesn't really have emotions. It's established that he has to fake his laugh. And once again, this is another real thing. There are real people out there who don't have emotions. Like, they can't use their emotions. Like Ajax from Deadpool, for a real-life example. Because we all know, like, Ajax is a real guy. But Phineas is getting these items and he's studying them, and yes, some of these items are references to the past stories, including a very familiar animatronic dog. Another animatronic as well, but we're going to focus on Fetch for now. This endoskeleton he gets, I believe, maybe just one of the casual endoskeletons that were at one of the Fazbear entertainment places. There are a bunch of other references here and there too, but Fetch is the biggest one. He gets this head of a doll, and I don't think it is like Ella's head, but he gets a doll's head, and he puts it on this animatronic and uses Fetch's battery pack. As anybody who has read Fazbear Frights 2 would know, Fetch is fucked. He starts to put this thing together. He leaves to go get a sandwich. That's a very real thing that happens. And when he comes back, it starts moving. And very Frankenstein-esque, he walks up to this creature, and it puts one finger towards his face.
Sure, he only ate. Did he do any drugs? Did his sandwich start moving because he's a little intoxicated? What's going on here?
Hashtag rogue theory. Was Phineas on drugs? I mean, they do specifically mention that what he was eating... What?
Also, whenever you said Phineas, I did think of,
Phineas Perkins.
Yes.
That's how I know I've made a good character. For those of you who don't know, I'll give you the abridge. Phineas Perkins is our character from our Western D&D, where we're all cowboys. He is both the town drunk and the town doctor. Can I boop this nose? I can't boop that nose. Unfortunate. So, very Frankenstein-esque, one hand against his master's face. And then what happens next is very vivid descriptions of pain and agony and screaming and Phineas convulsing and falling on the ground. And then we focus not on Phineas, but the owner of the food truck who gave Phineas his food. Which, by the way, I meant to say this. To go with your drug theory, it is specifically mentioned that mushrooms were in what he ate. So you might be honest on me here. I'm not gonna say it's confirmed.
Happened to eat cow shit.
Maybe that's what was happening instead of, an animatronic ripping his face off. Maybe he was just eating cow shit.
Well, I mean, the mushrooms that you make do grow on cow shit.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't
or
know
shit
that.
in general, I think.
Is that what's magic about him? Poo?
I don't know, something.
That's the power of poop.
That's why I probably will not ever do that.
Illegal in
also
Jamaica.
I don't do drugs.
They're legal in Jamaica.
Drugs are bad, kids. Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, okay?
Keep drugs out of my Five Nights at Freddy's stuff, please.
Please. Keep drugs out of Five Nights at Freddy's. From the fans who don't like drugs. That's our association, the fans who don't like drugs. Food.
Fnaf.
Food.
Fnaf fans who don't like drugs.
Play Fnaf. Don't do drugs.
How scary would Fnaf be on drugs?
Actually, there is an option in this game to, like, pull a lever and then everything turns neon and blacklighty.
Beautiful.
So this guy, he has a name, I can't remember it. Let's just call him Food Truck Man. The Mushroom Enabler. He walks in. Because this guy privately owns this place. Phineas owns this lab. And he actually got this guy to do his... You know what? I have the fucking book. Let me just... Hold on. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Go. First, have the whisper. Reaching for the box. Nope. No, hang on. Hang on. Phineas straightened and clapped his hands. Nope, nope. Reuben! His name was Reuben. So, Reuben is walking around, and for those assholes who comment, Kneale doesn't actually have the book.
Wait, hang on.
Here it is.
The guy's name is Reuben?
Yeah.
Wait, which one's Reuben?
Reuben's the guy who owns the food truck.
His name's Reuben, and he had mushrooms in his food? Little on the nose, don't you think?
A little bit. But it's just a reference to portobello mushrooms. Like, the first sandwich, as far as we know, is mushroom-free. Also, he ruins the mushrooms at first. He has to, like, cook more. Because he got distracted. He was, like, talking about his daughter. Anyways, he walks into this laboratory, and it's established that he made a deal with Phineas where it was like, hey, I'm leaving this factory. How about you come here and work with me? And, like, Reuben's like, okay, I'll do that, but I want to stay open to the public so I can make more money. And that's what they do. He considers his little parking area his space. Like, this is his space. That guy can own the laboratory. I'll never go in there, but this is my space. But he can't ignore the fact that, like, this guy every day comes to lunch and he comes to breakfast, and now he's missed both. So he's like, okay, what's going on? I want my money. He doesn't say that, but Kneale says that. Because, you know, you're staying here for this dude. I want my money.
You know, the classic Kneale phrase, I want my money.
Yeah. That classic Kneale Burris slogan. Pay me.
Kneale's secretly a drug kingpin.
I have seen things you don't need to know about. Maybe you do know about them, but you don't. God, my train of thought. So, the other day, they were talking about his daughter and how she's shy. And Phineas recommends maybe using floral, like, incense or essence, I guess? Because that can change the energy of one's emotions. And I think that, too, is actually backed up by science. I think, like...
Depending on the flower.
There are flowers that can change one's emotions, if I recall correctly. And he's walking through the building, he's looking for him, and of course, he's laying on the ground. Phineas is very much dead. But the weird thing is, he is decayed something fierce. And I mean real decayed. It is described in the book that he is mummified. And they're not sure what's going on. They specifically mention that there is, like, black liquid, like, tear-like liquid coming from his eyes. Which, you know, I'm a big Fnaf guy, but even I had to go there. I don't know what that is. Is that oil? Is that oil coming out of his eye?
It's spooky juice.
That might be the canon word for it now. Scott, hit up Skylar Schaefer. Trademark spooky juice. You're welcome.
Yeah.
What is animatronic blood? Oh, you know, it's spooky juice. What is spooky juice? It is juice that is rather spooky in nature.
It's damn spooky if I tell you.
I gotta tell you, spooky juice is not like your good old fashioned apple juice. I'll tell you right now. You know why? Because apple juice doesn't try to kill you. Yet.
As far as I know.
I would not want to assume anything about apples. God damn it, Foxy! But yeah. So that's the end of Larson, but it's hinted. Actually, it's not hinted. We get a little bit of an epilogue.
All of these end with cliffhangers.
No. But some of them do. All of them do not, but some of them do.
But yes.
No! Oh, Wolf Lover 08 just subscribed. Hey, I think you like I'm glad you came here, friend. But I think you should also go over to the Renegade Sky Ninja Twitch channel.
Yes.
'Cause I gotta tell you, he loves wolves more than I ever could. Bizarro comments, spooky juice? You mean ecto cooler?
No, spooky juice. It's
Spooky
different.
juice. Yeah, you see, ecto cooler against popular demand.
It's another thing.
Yeah, two separate ballparks. But yeah, we do get one more scene where we see this creature. They refer to it as the energy being, or something along those lines. And he finds clothes.
Spook juicer.
And Spook juicer. The spooky juicer. He's the one with the spooky juices. Scott, once again, you gotta hit this man up for these trademarks. I want to see a Funko Pop of the spooky juicer. But yeah, he finds a cloak. And I assume that this is the origin story of our good friend the Stitch Wraith. And for those of you who don't know who the Stitch Wraith is, quick abridged, at the end of all of the Fazbear Fright stories, you get a little epilogue interlude with Larson the detective and some scene that involves this being known as the Stitch Wraith. We don't know what he is, we don't know what he's doing, we just know that he seems to be collecting haunted animatronic parts. So is it possible that Phineas's soul could theoretically be in the spooky juicer? You know, the Stitch Wraith. In terms of lore significance, I have so far only read the first story. I mean, I do have the book right here. Here's a little excerpt from just a random page. I wonder what that used to be. Lo mein, I think, Stanley said. They appear to be talking about Chinese food. Stan Lee, canon in the FNAF universe.
Damn, he's so good at cameos.
Excelsior, the animatronics. We need Spider-Man to web up Freddy Fazbear. I don't know why my Stan Lee sounds like this. You know, this does kind of sound a little bit like Stan Lee. Enough said. Stanley.
Oh boy.
But yeah, he's going around throughout all the stories. Last time he took plush trap and he took his ears. That's a real thing. He took bunny ears. And yeah. So what?
I want bunny ears.
Well, these were like animatronic undead. These were bad bunny ears. These were soaked in spooky juice bunny ears.
Like bad or like bad?
Well, this bunny tried to eat people. So, I mean, so you okay? So
Self-defense or?
I mean, technically, so the kids had so a plush trap has this thing where you shine a light on him, he can't move. And the way they killed him is they lured him in front of a train.
Nice.
Train's got a big old light, and he got mowed down. So theoretically, there was a little bit of abuse on both sides, but he was trying to eat them.
So he's kind of like the characters from Alan Wake.
I don't know what Alan Wake is.
Or I guess that's more like they...
Freddy
You can kill
Fazley.
them whenever you shine a light on them.
Try Plushkin Patch. Night Parade.
Actually, Neil, if you liked Control, you probably would like Alan Wake.
Is that a game?
Yes. It's in the same universe as Control.
Man-eating bunny? Someone call King Arthur. Hey.
Use the holy hand grenade.
Quick! Use the holy balloon boy.
Do you even know the reference to the holy hand grenade, Neil?
It's Monty Python, Skylar.
Yes.
I'm not a
thank you.
savage.
Didn't
It's
you
just
like
mainly a
not watch Monty Python? For,
No,
like, the
Chris
longest
forced
time?
me to because he was like, I need to get
Okay.
these.
Good boy. Proud of Chris.
We're doing Plushkin Patch because Night Parade hates me. Skylar, you remember that minigame that like broke me and I messaged you in like a huff?
Mm-hmm.
This is like a sequel to it and it's just as bad. It's bullshit, I hate these. Are you in the fucking tree? They're in the fucking trees!
They're in the trees!
When did they learn to climb? They don't have feet! They're plush animals! Well, people. Hey!
Lost
Hey!
animals.
Oh, they do have feet. I retract that.
I retract my incorrect statement.
10 points to both of you for getting it. Well, that would be 10 points to Ravenclaw, and then an additional 10 points to Gryffindor, because Skylar's a Gryffindor. A reluctant Gryffindor.
I mean, I wanted to be Ravenclaw, but Gryffindor's cool too.
I'm about to get jump scared. I love it.
However, my overmoaning house is a horned serpent.
A horny serpent.
Yes.
I'm a thunderbird.
You're a Zapdos.
I'm a Zapdos. I'm a Zapdos. But yeah, so I think in the next episode of Five Nights at Freddy's, we're going to do, let me get the title. We're going to do Room for One More. And then maybe I don't care if the plushes kill me. Then maybe the final story of this book, which is The New Kid. It's like New Girl.
New Kid on the block.
It's just a great departure from like the Five Nights at Freddy's stories, and it's like a documentary style origin story about the making of the band New Kids on the Block. I keep forgetting they're in the trees. How can they climb?
They're in the trees. Oh
They're-
god, they're in the trees.
They're learning. So I think that we're kind of towards the end of this episode. Because we're actually going to do more streams tonight and such. But
Yes.
I do want to mention real fast, because you guys will like not like me anymore if I don't. The thumbnail art for this episode. Everybody really likes my thumbnail art for this series. And I have finally caved, guys. I've given you what you asked for. This thumbnail art, which I have just uploaded, is Golden Freddy. You can stop asking. It was really fun to do. I had to admit, I did it in kind of a rush, but I think it came out pretty well. I made the eyes all big. I look all angry. I'm cool as Golden Freddy. I like it. Maybe I gotta draw you as stuff. Actually, Skylar might not even know this, but you guys would. I think it might be the 6th episode, where I drew myself as Chica. Chica holds a cupcake, and Skylar is that cupcake. So, guess you could say this episode was foreshadowing. Huh.
Huh.
I also want to thank the 4 new subscribers we got tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was a lot. People love it when I talk about the books, dude. I can't understate that enough.
Thank you.
Specifically, Just Jewett. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with last names. Thank you for subscribing.
You Josh Jewett.
Now I want to make a parody of Beat It called Jewett.
Just Jewett.
Grab your menorah. Spin the dreidel fast. Get your yarmulke. Don't forget to fast. Just drew it. Drew it. Just do it. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Oh, everybody is freaking out that you were the cupcake. They're all like, oh my god, I didn't even notice. There's 1 or 2 who are like, I thought that was Kyle. Kyle is like a tiny Skylar.
However, Kyle wears sunglasses.
Yeah, well, there are glasses on the thing.
And
They're not.
he has deep voice.
The cupcake didn't talk.
He is very similar to I, though.
They are very. Now everyone is supporting Just
Both
Jewett.
like Foxy as well.
Just Jewett, Jewett. I'm surprised with how much like fucking you do both like Foxy. I remember.
Yes.
Okay, I can tell this because it's another Fnaf story. I'll do it real quick. We'll do Pirate Fox one more time. For Christmas this year, I went to Goodwill, and I found 2 plushies of Foxy. Bought them both. Knew one was going to Skylar. Knew the other was going to Kyle. Didn't know which one to do which with. So I gave Skylar the badass one, and I gave Kyle the cute one. Or did I give you the cute one? Which one do you have?
I'm fairly sure I have...
Welcome aboard, Captain Foxy's Pirate
Does yours have a
Adventure.
hook?
You can help me with this here adventure.
I don't
Shooting the
remember.
targets with that there hand cannon.
Go
Do
get
your
it.
best, or I'll send you to Dean.
Currently not at this house.
For your
Aw.
safety,
Still back at my old place.
hide the ride at
Oh,
home.
really?
Which I am going to be getting my
Wait, did you
stuff.
move again?
No, like
Ahoy!
I didn't get it from my parents' house.
Skylar, the Christmas party was at your house. Like
Oh,
your
that-
current
that
house.
one?
Yeah, the plush.
The plush. I think I got the cute one.
Oh, you did get the cute one. Okay, because I was gonna say, I feel like, I feel like Kyle is less likely to like cute stuff than you. And that is not insulting anyone's manlyhood. It's just that Skylar can admit when cute is cute.
I do like the kawaii.
He fucking loves Gardevoir.
I
Although
do.
Gardevoir is also good. Gardevoir ain't just cute.
Good Pokemon.
Like Darkrai, he's a cute bitch.
Okay.
Darkrai's a cute bitch.
Darkrai.
Darkrai's a snack. I'd eat Darkrai.
Especially when he's got little legs.
Yeah, with his little pointy ass toothpick legs.
You know what's funny?
What?
Gardevoir has those too.
Are you just into toothpick legs? You caught me, Neil.
Gotta pick your teeth somehow. Huh?
Bam, 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 bam. Just chew it, chew it, chew it. Thank you, Michael Jackson, for enabling my humor. Die! Did I get them all? Did I get them all? Did I get them all? I did! Give me those blowhorns, you bitch!
Ew.
I just called the game a glitch. I mean a bitch. What's a blitz? Is that like a computer glitch that's like really rude to you? A blitch?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But yeah, I gave Skylar the... I was gonna be like, oh, I gave Kyle the cute one, and that's totally out of character for what Kyle would want. But no, I guess I gave you the cute one, meaning there's no story here.
Who needs a story anyway?
I do want to tell you this, because I wonder if you'd care. My second favorite animatronic right now, I got like 2 that are campaigning for that. But my second favorite is a recolor of Funtime Foxy named Lolbit. And I adore her. She's so cute. She's got yellow on her face. She's got these white eyes. Oh, I broke my high score! yeah, she's adorable though. She got a tail. She a fox lady. It's cool. But also I beat my high score and I'm proud of that. I became a Buccaneer! I'm happy. What were you saying?
He is happy boy.
He is very happy. 2 werewolves again. 2 werewolves again.
This is my night.
It is your night. You should gamble. We got a Freddy Fazbear mask. So, I think that's going to be the end of this episode, friends. We have recapped 2 of the stories from Fazbear Frights.
I end it.
And Skylar was here, which made it better. I'm going to die if I keep talking.
4 heckin' subscribes.
Maybe more. That new person was just now, so maybe 5.
Oh, 5 subscriptioners?
Keep in mind,
maybe.
this DLC
I mean, that's a maybe.
more than a festive
Oh my
holiday-themed
goodness.
add-on.
Yeah, no, it says that we only need 5 more subscribers to get to 100. I don't know about you guys, but we're about to start streaming again. Do you think we can get it tonight? What do you think, audience of the Kneale? Can we do it?
Can we mango?
Can we mango? Or do we tango?
Or do we fandango?
Apparently you get a Golden Freddy reference if you get the clown posters. I know it's a reference. I would be really interested if it is a Golden Freddy reference. Because Golden Freddy is not in this game. At all. You can mango, and you can tango! Thank you, Icy Cheetah. I will mango while tangoing.
You can, and you will.
I guess in the comments...
The mango fandango.
The mango fandango. Taught to you by your foreign teacher, Rango. It's moments like that make me wish I could roll my R's and say Rango or
Rango.
I can't roll. See, that sounds so fucking elegant. Hello, good gaming David. Welcome to the stream. I regret to inform you that we are about to end the stream, but don't worry, because we'll be doing more tonight.
Stream.
Yeah, there will be more streams. So in the comments, everybody, please let me know which of these 2 stories do you want to hear first? Do you want to hear the new kid? Or do you want to hear... I'm checking the titles again.
New kid on the block.
New kid on the block. Walking out with his cock. It was a chicken. What were you thinking of? Perv. Or room for one more. So, new kid, may or may not be on the block. Or, room for one more. Bizarro comments, doing Fandango while watching Django, and Rango while eating a mango. Top tier multitasking. Bizarro says room for one more. Here's the thing, and this is completely true, I'm being honest. I know nothing about these two stories. I don't know how they relate to the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. All I know is it carries the tradition of, like, orphans and abandonment. I don't know, but that's all I know. This book is all about abandonment. That's the big thing. The last book was all about stealing. The book before that was all about feeling unhappy with your life. This one's abandonment. Ain't that fun? That's like the Seven Dwarfs,
no
but
mountain high enough.
Ain't no mountain high enough. Fuck, I fucked it up. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no depression low enough. Oh, by the way, one more thing I want to say to everybody. Last thing I'll say. Today, it got announced there's going to be 2 more Fazbear Fright books. And one of them has a title, and it is Blackbird. So,
Like the X-Jet?
You caught him. The 6th Fnaf book is a crossover with the X-Men, where we finally get the Wolverine Foxy fan fiction relationship we've all wanted. It's been demanded, and it's coming. Keyword there is coming. But yeah, we got 2 more books coming. Since everybody loves FNAF stuff on the channel, hopefully by that point the new game will be out and maybe we can play that. If not, I don't know, maybe we gotta buy FNAF 2. Maybe we gotta buy FNAF 1 through 4. I need to keep talking about FNAF to you people.
Finasty.
I mean, the other 2 books, the next one coming out is, once again, Skylar's here, is a Foxy book. Foxy's in the title. Foxy's on the cover. And it's called Come Closer, I think. Hold on. Fazbear Frights 4. Is it Come Closer? It's Step Closer.
Step closer.
Step a little closer, baby. And then Fazbear Frights 5 is... I'm gonna Google it real fast, but I think it's called Bunny Call. It is called Bunny Call. And that one I'm really interested in, because that one of the stories sounds like it's about William Afton after the fire. And I'm wondering, is it the Fazbear Frights fire? Or is it the other fire where Henry tried to kill him? I think we gotta figure that out together, friends. Come Closer sounded funnier, but Step Closer sounds better. Thank you, Cheetah. I agree. And Baby Watches has Wolverine. And Foxy makes sweet, passionate love. And that's another crossover because Baby, she's a clown girl. Guess what? Harley Quinn's involved. DC, Marvel, FNAF. The big 3.
Forget Image. Forget Dark Horse. What are those?
Forget all of them. Forget any other You know what? You know
Archie.
what?
Who the fuck is Archie?
Fuck Archie. Fuck him. FNAF. Five Nights. Even in terms of properties, Star Wars, get the fuck out of here. Five Nights at Freddy's is number 3. Maybe number 2. Below Marvel, above DC. Lord in heaven, I love this franchise, but even saying, oh yeah, FNAF is just as good as Marvel. Come on. I love the storytelling of FNAF, and I adore these characters. Something I actually want to talk about more is character design in terms of FNAF, because these guys look amazing. Like, sort of like Sonic, this has to be one of the reasons FNAF has such a strong fan base. Like, look at this boy and his balloons.
And his balloons.
Look at his sign that says balloons. And his nose is orange and pointy like Pinocchio. His body's shaped like a balloon. He is a balloon. Fnaf does have a creepier purple guy. Thanos versus William Afton. I'd pay to see it. No, I wouldn't. William Afton would die. He'd be like, I'm Springtrap. And then fucking Thanos would be like, I am inevitable. And then all the animatronics everywhere turn to dust. Except for Freddy.
Oh, God.
And Chica and Bonnie. And then at the end, Freddy dies! But everybody comes back. And then Foxy has to go back in time. And he marries Wolverine. God damn, what the fuck did we even do? What? What is happening?
I'd watch it.
William Afton as Thanos. I'd support that fan art. Balloon Boy. Freddy. I don't feel so good. I'd watch it too. So thank you all for watching. Thank a good 5 or 6 of you for subscribing. Thank you. Getting us closer to 100. And please stay tuned, because more streams to come tonight. Thanks everybody, and Skylar, you got any closing words for the people? There we have it. Bye. Ciao, everybody.